Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Chamcon chemicals. Is it a multi-bagger or is it an avoid? So let's understand and let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation and people taking any position into any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Chamcon chemicals, here's a small request that kindly support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and a number of podcasts that I put up on day-to-day basis. For complete market talk or on stocks you're holding individually, you can directly email me and we can work things out. Now about Chamcon Chemicals. Established in 1988, it is engaged in manufacturing, supplying and exporting pharmaceutical intermediaries, mainly engaged in hydrochlorination and bromination. Also manufacture calcium bromide. Plus it makes a zinc bromide and sodium bromide, which are predominantly used as completion fluids in the oil fields industry. So if the oil markets really do well and oil fields do well, this stock is something can be looked at as an ancillary play. Market cap of the company is around 2000 crores. If you look at the financials, then these are Q2 FY21 numbers compared to last year, and sales have dropped sharply. Profit remained flat. Virtually, it has no debt and decent promoter and institutional holding with only 11.5% free float. A very good return ratios, return on equity of 40%, strong operating profit margin of around 30%. So these ratios are very strong, and this is why there's frenzy of buying the stock, because the return ratios and you can say ROEs etc are top class. If you look at the stock performance, so stock had a very good IPO, but now it has declined from the top. So it made a top in the first week of the IPO and then declined and is consolidating. China emission bans has been a big positive for the company, and it looks like that some of the business from China is coming to India in lieu of that, and these companies are getting more of the order. So valuations were very expensive at the time of the IPO and when the stock surged, but now it looks like the valuations are reasonable. Currently it is trading at 23 to 25 times FY21 EPS and only around 21 times 21 times FY22 EPS, and bromide intermediaries are in demand, hence may perform in the next few years. So next 2-3 years could be big for the company, as its material that it produces the most is very much in demand and is doing extremely well at the moment. So at the moment it is doing extremely well because of the bromide intermediaries, which has done really well. So going forward, I believe that the company should do reasonably and decently compounding over time over the next 2-3 years. So what needs to be done? In my opinion, I would buy on dips, and if you have it, then hold on to the stock. Have a good 4-5 year time horizon. This is a different sort of a company rather than most pharmaceutical or chemical companies. I think it has a particular product, a niche in bromide intermediaries in which it is doing well. Slightly it is a sort of a you can say commodity play, because if that bromide intermediary thing or demand dips down, then the stock may suffer. But overall the company is producing a lot of products, and due to which I believe that the company would sustain a good 15 to 20% profit growth going forward. So at least for the next 3 to 6 months it may remain in a range, or at least 2-3 months it may remain in a range, but then a breakout looks like imminent. Its bouquet of stocks will help it to grow further, and put 5 to 10% only on such stocks. So this was my video on Chamcon. So kindly subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you can get my videos straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.